It's time for a 2-minute timeout with Joe Shuda.
Pirates announcer Greg Brown discusses how spring training has changed over the years.
26 seasons coming up, Joe, and it's changed the ballpark certainly has changed, and the facilities have changed. The number of players have grown. I think the biggest difference since I started broadcasting spring training games is that you will see minor leaguers start games, whereas before they might come in and get a couple of innings, and these were prospects. Now it's not a surprise to see at the end of ball games, the last 4 innings, see guys who played maybe short season A-ball. It's become such a big business, and it's also longer. I came to spring training earlier than I ever have. February 7th, never came this early. Came before pitchers and catchers reported, and so it's longer for me than it's ever been. I think baseball is going to be faced with a decision. I think they're at a crossroads right now. They've got to actually start admitting it's come full circle, because 80 years ago, it was a scrimmage, basically, is what it was. They got themselves in baseball shape because they weren't in shape over the winter. So they would come and they'd play, and when they started playing other teams, it didn't matter if you batted 2 or 3 times in an inning, one guy. And now they've been doing that over at Pirate City with the regular players. And Pirates aren't the only team that has been doing that. But I think they're faced with the decision to kind of admit to the fans, listen, when you come to these games, you're going to see basically, prospects, but for the most part, for the vast majority of games, at least until the last week of the Grapefruit League season, you're going to see the future. And you're going to see guys that you may never see again, to be quite honest. So I think when people come to spring training, maybe they have to realize that. If you want to see the regulars, you got to go over to Pirate City. I watched Trevor Williams and Jameson Taillon over at Pirate City while a major league game was going on at Lecom. I went over there and I sat. There was no one there. We were within 60 feet of these guys. You could practically reach out and touch them. Nobody knew this. The fans were all here at Lecom, the major league facility, instead of going over to Pirate City and watching the major league players play. And that's what I think it's come to.
I'm Joe Shuda with this 2-minute timeout.